Wpes Post, and today is March 12th, day 2, rotation A. And for all you guys in choir, remember, we have choir today, so after school, head on down there. Today for lunch, we have waffles, sausage links, hash browns, and orange slices. And our school sack lunch is cocoa butter sandwich this week.
All right, and happy Wednesday. I'm so used to saying Tuesday, but look at this stack we have today. So all of these students were acknowledged for either showing respect, responsibility, safety, leadership, kindness, integrity, perseverance, or dependability. I'm going to say their name and the teacher that recognized them. Please, when you pick up your certificate, brag to everyone you see what you earned it for so everyone knows. But otherwise, we would be here a really long time, okay? So we have RJK from Miss Dimke, Sawyer B from Mrs. Restamo, Harper J from Mrs. Wellman, Hattie H from Mrs. Kuhn, Delaney M from Mrs. Kuhn, Pearson C from his bus driver, Reed P from Mrs. Kuhn, Anthony M from Mrs. Leitner, Maddie C from Mrs. Sipe, Alexa A from Mrs. Sipe, Emerson M from Mrs. O'Brien, Reno J from Mrs. Bankovich, Hudson from Mrs. Edmondson, Benjamin M from Mrs. Baines, Camden S from Mrs. Baines, Bennett S from a teacher, Harrison W from Mrs. O'Brien, May W from Mrs. Sipe, Jace M from his bus driver, Faith F from her teacher, Alexa A from Mrs. Sipe, Rylan B from Mrs. Wellman, Isla L from Mrs. Sipe, Layla S from Mrs. Sipe, Asheen S from Miss Dimke, Jason H from Mrs. Leitner, Xander D from Mrs. Tula, HS from Mrs. Tula, and last but not least, Andrew L from Mrs. Leitner. Come on down and grab your certificates and brag about yourselves.
Awesome. What a good problem to have so many people getting recognized. All right.
So, in honor for Women's History Month, the Wyoming legislature gave every woman the right to vote in 1869. The 19th Amendment law was signed into law on August 26, 1920. Unfortunately, at the time, other laws prohibited Native American, Black, Asian American, and Latino women from voting.
All right, and with that, thank you, Maddie. Hey guys, today we are actually starting our first IAR test, and that is the ELA test, the very first one. Please make sure that you guys are taking your time, giving it your very best, writing quite a bit in that ELA test. And if there's a time in which you're walking through the hallways, we will be testing all morning long. Please make sure you are not only quiet, you are silent in the hallway. So please be considerate of those who are still testing. Thank you for your help with this, and make sure to give it your very best on the test. We can do it.
Today for Scooter Picks, we have Danny N. from Miss Tackaberry's class. In 4th grade, we have Grant S. from Miss Bigwoods. And in 5th grade, we have Finn S. from Miss Jennings.
Happy birthday, Sophia J. from Miss Coon's class. Get on the birthday train. Happy birthday, Luca S. from Mrs. Myers. Get on the birthday train.
All right, and would you all please rise and join our 5th graders in our Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. And now for the Wpes Ma Student Pledge.
I am the one and only person who has the power to decide who I am and what do. I accept the consequences for my decisions. I am in charge of my learning and behavior. I respect the rights of others, and I am a credit to myself, my family, my school, and my community. I believe, I achieve, I succeed.
Fantastic job, 5th grade.
See
Remember,
you later, Warriors.
you are incredibly important. You belong here, and you are loved. Keep shining, Warriors. Good luck on the test today. Bye.
Good luck.